likely to be attacked by a cow than by a shark? I said, trying to reassure Randy. To be totally honest, I was kind of trying to reassure myself, too. I mean, I believed 100% in the lab's mission and was super excited to get hands-on shark ecology experience. Still, it was hard not to be a little nervous around predators with such a fearsome reputation.
Yeah, but we're not going to be swimming with cows,
Abby reminded me. I was just about to reply with another reassuring fact when I felt something bump the underside of my board. It wasn't until it clamped down on my ankle that I screamed. My board rocked beneath my feet, sending me splashing into the ocean, where whatever horror lurked below was waiting. The creature that burst through the water beside me wasn't a shark, though. It was my younger brother, Joe.
"Hardy shark!" he cackled. "The awesomest and most mysterious shark of all."
Very funny, I grumbled, but even with my heart beating out of my chest, I couldn't help smiling. I didn't know about awesomest, but Joe had the mysterious part right. Or mysteries solving, at least. Joe and I had well-earned reputations as Bayport's foremost teenage private eyes. We weren't on this trip to detect, though. Not that a case involving a shark would be our first. We'd had a run-in with a pair of them when someone kidnapped an endangered sea turtle from the Bayport Aquarium a while back. The only mysteries we expected to find in the Florida Keys on this trip were mysteries of the deep. Everyone was still laughing as I climbed back onto my paddleboard, even Cap.
"Get the horseplay out of your systems now, kids."
I looked up to see that the woman who'd been approaching us from the research vessel was now bobbing alongside us on her paddleboard. She was middle-aged and wore board shorts and a Lookout Shark Lab t-shirt. Her shirt wasn't the only shark-themed item she was wearing. A braided leather necklace with a shark's tooth pendant hung around her neck. Her paddleboard stood out, too. It had a vintage feel, a bright blue and green paint job with wave patterns running around the edges. This was the first time I'd seen E. Ella Edwards, Ph.D., in person, but I recognized her from the video meet and greet before the trip. Dr. Edwards was the head of Shark Lab and one of the world's most renowned marine biologists.
"I want you to have fun on this trip, but oceanic research is serious business. If you mess around like this on the RV, someone could get seriously hurt."
She glared at each of us, Cap included, with clear blue-green eyes that matched the water. "Sorry, Triple E," Cap mumbled.
"Sorry, Dr. Edwards," Joe added. "I'm not just talking about people getting hurt," she added. "We'll be handling live sharks, and if we're not careful, they can also be harmed. Global shark populations are declining rapidly, and we can't afford to lose any because you're goofing around."
Everyone nodded in solemn agreement. A big part of why we'd all wanted to come on this trip was the adventure, but as aquarium volunteers, we all cared deeply about the ocean and its inhabitants, and we were here to help make a difference. Dr. Edwards's sea-colored eyes crinkled as the stern glare turned into a broad smile.
"You can call me Trip if you want, everyone else does, or Triple E, or EEE. I have a nickname for every initial."
"You've got it, Trip," I said.
"I can't wait to get you all trained as junior members of the Shark Lab research team. When most people think about sharks, they think about Jaws, but great whites are one of over 500 species, and those are only ones we know about. Sharks aren't just the ocean's premier apex predators. They are evolutionary marvels that have survived and thrived since the time of the dinosaurs."
"Up until the last century," Cap added bleakly.
Dr. Edwards' smile faded. "A lot of people don't think the survival of creatures like sharks affects them much, but sharks are a measuring stick for the entire world's marine ecosystems.
Without healthy oceans, millions and millions of people would go hungry, so it's our food chain that's affected too," I chimed in. Part of my job as a Bayport Aquarium volunteer was giving little kids tours of the